Coming up, Season 5, High School Quiz Show. It's Hingham High School versus Sharon High School. That's next on High School Quiz Show.
You can file a claim. You can pay your bill. Safety's mobile app helps you manage life storms for your auto, home, and business. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance.
Bank of America is proud to support High School Quiz Show and committed to education initiatives throughout Massachusetts, including citizen schools, Teach for America, and local boys and girls clubs. For more information, you can visit bankofamerica.com/Boston.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to High School Quiz Show. I'm your host, Billy Costa. Back in November, 96 public high school teams throughout Massachusetts competed at our Super Sunday qualifying event to earn one of 16 spots in this year's competition. The goal now is to become the next High School Quiz Show state champion and take home this beautiful trophy. And our quiz show champions will then move on to compete in the second annual Governor's Cup Challenge, hosted this year by New Hampshire Public Television. And before we meet the teams, it's time for you folks at home to grab the mobile phones, the tablets, the laptops, so you can play along with us live right now. And your game is multiple choice, so there's nothing to lose. So log on now at highschoolquizshow.org/play live. Today's matchup has Hingham High School taking on Sharon High School. So let's get right to it and meet the team from Hingham High. We've got Celine, Sam, Jared, and Caddy. Alternates on the sideline, Dan and Sarah, and Coach Kim Uren. From Sharon High School, we've got Clara, Siddharth, Peter, and Sam. The alternates are Josh and Sud, and Coach Valerie Gunla. The competition has 4 rounds: a toss-up round, a head-to-head round, a category round, and a lightning round. We start with the toss-up round. All answers are worth 10 points, and this is the only round with no point deductions for wrong answers. So if everybody's ready, here we go. Nathaniel Hawthorne's novel, The House of the Seven Gables, was inspired by an actual gabled house in what New England town? Siddharth.
Salem.
Correct. July 2012 marked the 20th anniversary of what popular series of children's horror books by American author R.L. Stein? Peter.
A series of unfortunate events.
No. Hingham, you want to try that one? Yes, Celine?
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps is right. What's the only U.S. state whose land area is increasing from volcanic eruptions? Caddy.
Hawaii.
Hawaii is right. The Sioux and other Plains tribes led a nomadic life and followed what animal that was essential for their survival? Peter.
Buffalo.
Buffalo is right. Which of the 4 terrestrial planets has the thinnest atmosphere? Yes, Peter.
Mercury.
Yes, on April 9th, 1865, Robert E. Lee surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse in what U.S. state? Siddharth.
Virginia.
Correct. Early in the 20th century, the U.S. government ruled that all new radio stations east of the Mississippi would begin with the letter W. Stations west of the Mississippi would begin with what letter? Jared?
K.
K is right. What system of writing that means sacred carving was used in ancient Egypt? Sam?
Hieroglyphics.
Yes. In 2013, as the number of refugees passed 2 million, the United Nations called what Middle Eastern country the worst humanitarian crisis of the 21st century? Celine?
Syria.
Yes. And your next question is going to be up on your video screens in front of you, so take a look and a listen. Here we go.
Hi, this is Ernie Bach Jr., and here's my question. Sometimes called the East Coast Main Street, what highway running from Maine to Florida passes through more states than any other highway?
Siddharth.
Route 1.
No, Hingham. Yes, Jared.
I-95.
That is correct. I-95 or Interstate 95. And we move on. U.S. federal judges are appointed by the president and confirmed by which legislative body of Congress? Siddharth?
The Senate.
Yes. On August 28, 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech from the steps of what Washington, D.C. monument? Sam?
Lincoln Memorial.
Yes. Which of the following art movements developed first? A. Mannerism. B. Baroque. C. Byzantine. Yes, Celine.
Byzantine.
That is correct. Math question. A 3x4 rectangle is inscribed in a circle. Using pi in your answer, what is the circumference of the circle? Caddy?
4 pi.
No. Sharon? Sam?
5 pi.
5 pi is correct. Constituting nearly 1/6 of Canada's total land area. What's the largest Canadian province by size? Siddharth?
Quebec.
Correct. The designation AD is an abbreviation of what two-word medieval Latin phrase that means in the year of our Lord? Yes, Peter.
Anno Domini.
Yes. In 2013, DNA tests confirmed that bones excavated from a parking lot in Leicester, England, belonged to what king killed at the Battle of Bosworth Field in 1485? Yes, Sam.
Richard III.
Yes. In 1541, Spanish conquistador Hernando de Soto became the first documented European to discover what North American river? Yes, Peter.
The Mississippi.
Correct. Unable to get over being jilted by her fiancé, what wealthy spinster wears a wedding dress every day of her life in Great Expectations by Charles Dickens? Yes, Caddy?
Miss Haversham.
Yes. Which of the following structures is found in plant cells but not in animal cells? A, cell wall. B, cell membrane. C, cytoplasm. Yes, Peter.
Cell wall.
Correct. By land area, the two largest islands of the French West Indies are Guadeloupe and what sister island? Yes, Siddharth.
Martinique.
Yes. Mom and Me and Mom is a new memoir by what author best known for her earlier memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings? Yes, Celine.
Maya Angelou.
That is correct. A growing number of U.S. schools are replacing traditional identification cards with scanners that look at what colored part of the eyeball? Yes, Caddy.
The iris.
Yes. Math question. What's the smallest positive multiple of 4 that is both a perfect square and a perfect cube? Caddy?
16.
No. Sharon, you want to try? Clara?
64.
64 is right. In November 1918, what German Kaiser abdicated the throne and fled to the Netherlands? Yes, Siddharth.
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm is correct. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay was the first posthumous single to hit #1 on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart. Who recorded it just days before he died in a plane crash in 1967? Celine?
Buddy Holly.
No. Sharon, you want to try it? Siddharth?
Ricky Nelson.
No. Otis Redding is the right answer. The little blue penguin, the smallest of all penguin species, is native to Australia and what neighboring country in the South Pacific? Peter?
New Zealand.
Yes. According to the International Small Arms Survey, what country has the highest gun ownership per capita rate in the world? Sam?
United States of America.
Yes. In 2013, U.S. regulators approved the creation of the world's largest airline, a merger of American Airlines with what other carrier? Jared?
United.
No. Sharon? Clara?
Continental.
No. U.S. Airways or U.S. Air is the right answer there. And there is the bell ending round 1. The score right now, very close. Hingham High with 130 points. Sharon High with 140 points. Make some noise for these teams. Okay, so the head-to-head round is next. But first, well, we like to get to know the players just a little bit better. And I've got a question in my hand. Each of you will answer, and here it goes. If you were asked to add another day to the week, What would you call the day and where would you put it? Celine?
Well, it would be called Decimo, which comes from the 10th day of the French Revolutionary calendar. It's a non-denominational rest day, so it would replace Sunday.
I knew that. Sam, how about you?
Well, Muselspell and Niflheimer Thorin Hakentag.
That would be the day?
Of course.
Of course it would.
Named after the Norse god of evil mirrors. And many of our days are named after Norse gods, so clearly he deserves one being such an
I
important
was
guy.
thinking the same thing the minute I arrived this morning. Jared?
I would call it game day and stick it right between Saturday and Sunday, another day to, slack off and procrastinate until Sunday.
Caddy?
I would add Dionysus Day between Wednesday and Thursday to break up the long work week and just have a day to relax and chill out.
What's wrong with that, right? Clara?
I would add Sloth Day, also between Wednesday and Thursday, for a break and for a chance to catch up on sleep.
Sloth day. Okay. Siddharth?
I would do payday and it'd be every day.
Peter?
I wouldn't add a day. I would just take away Monday.
Yeah, we don't need Monday. Who needs Monday? Sam?
I would add Netflix day in between Saturday and Sunday just to eat and watch Dr. 90210 and sleep.
All right, so here's the way the head-to-head round works. I know some of you have been here before, but one player from each team will come forward and, well, go head-to-head. So, Hingham, who's it going to be?
Jared.
Jared. And Sharon, who's it going to be?
Siddharth.
Siddharth. Okay, so Jared, Siddharth. Let's go head-to-head. So I've got Hingham to my right, Sharon to my left. You know what this is? It's a South Shore showdown. This is the head-to-head round here, and I remind you, in this round, you get 10 points, guys, for correct answers. Incorrect ones will cost you 10 points, and by the way, you can buzz in as soon as you know the answer. So if you guys are ready, we will set the clock at 90 seconds. Here we go. In poetry, a rhyming couplet consists of how many lines?
2.
Correct. In 2003, the United States put a $25 million bounty on what deposed a Iraqi dictator? Yes.
Saddam Hussein.
Yes. Venus has a very dense atmosphere made up almost entirely of what greenhouse gas?
Methane.
No, carbon dioxide. In 2013, what former resident of Cambridge, Massachusetts was cast as the next Batman?
Ben Affleck.
Correct. Also known as the Salt Sea, what landlocked saltwater lake lies between Israel and...
Dead Sea.
Yes. Also known as Trisomy 21. What? Yes.
Down syndrome.
Yes. In 2013, a wildfire burned more than 40,000 acres of what?
Yellowstone.
No, Yosemite is the answer there. What 1883 adventure novel was inspired by a map that author Robert Louis Stevenson drew?
Treasure Island.
Yes. The 1787 Constitutional Convention took place in what U.S.?
Philadelphia.
Yes. What large desert in southern Africa occupies almost all of?
Sahara.
No, Botswana. Kalahari was the answer. Orchard House, the home of Louisa May Alcott, is located in what Massachusetts town? Concord. By definition, all adult insects have how many legs?
6.
Correct. In what year did Franklin D. Roosevelt win his 4th presidential election?
44.
Right. Nicknamed the North Star State, what U.S. state is located? Oh, that's the buzzer ending round 2. And the score right now, Hingham High School, 150 points. Sharon High School, 180 points. This is still a very, very tight competition. Let's hear it. Okay, next up for the contestants here and for all of you folks playing at home, it's the category round, and we do have 6 categories, and they are something fishy, it's good to be the king, tweet, big in Japan, despicable me, and Saved by Zero. Each category has 5 questions with increasing point values, so there is a lot at stake in this round. And by the way, you can confer with your teammates in this round. And once you do buzz in, though, you are no longer able to confer. We will need the answer. Now, Hingham, you are slightly behind, so you get to choose the first category. And what's it going to be?
We'd like to pick It's Good to Be King.
Questions about kings. For 10 points, what British monarch who suffered from recurrent fits of madness is remembered as the king who lost the American colonies? Peter.
King George III.
That is correct. So, Sharon, you get the board now. Category, please.
Saved by Zero.
Saved by Zero. Questions about math, and for 10 points. If 2 legs of a right triangle are 6 feet and 8 feet, what is the length of the hypotenuse? Clara.
10.
That is correct. You still have the board. Category?
Saved by Zero.
For 15 points, what is the common logarithm of 100,000? Sam.
5.
5 is correct. You maintain the board. Category?
Saved by Zero.
20 points. A boy is 17 years old. His sister is twice as old. When the boy is 23 years old, what would be the age of his sister? Yes, Jared.
40.
40 is correct. You get the board back, Hingham. Category?
It's good to be king.
For 15 points. What French king was overthrown during the French Revolution? Siddharth.
Louis XVI.
That is correct, and you get the board back. Sharon. Category?
Saved by Zero.
This time for 25 points. A stockroom contains 2,400 test tubes. 200 are defective. In a random sample of 12 tubes, how many would you expect to be defective? Yes, Caddy.
1.
1 is correct, and now you've got the board back. Hingham.
It's Good to Be the King.
And this one for 20 points, gang. Oh, no. It wasn't the airplanes. It was beauty killed the beast. This quote is from what classic 1933 film? Yes, Peter.
King Kong.
King Kong is correct. And now, Sharon, you've got the board back. Category?
We'd like to finish off Saved by Zero.
For 30 points, often placed at the end of a mathematical proof, what 3 letters abbreviate a Latin phrase meaning that which was to be demonstrated? Peter?
QED.
That is correct. You keep the board. Category, you'll need a new one, I'm afraid.
Something fishy.
Questions about fish for 10 points. What is the common name for Carcharodon carcharias, the largest predatory fish on Earth? Yes, Sam.
Great white shark.
Yes, and now Hingham gets the board back. Category, please.
Good to be king.
It's good to be the king. 25 points. In the failed gunpowder plot of 1605, Guy Fawkes conspired with other English Catholics to blow up Parliament and kill what Protestant English king? Yes, Siddharth.
James.
King James is correct, and now Sharon gets the board. Category?
Big in Japan.
Big in Japan. Questions about Japan. For 10 points, literally meaning art person, what traditional occupation refers to the Japanese women who entertain with singing, dancing, and conversation? Yes, Siddharth.
Geishas.
Geishas is correct. You still have the board, Sharon. Category?
Japan, please.
Japan for 15. In feudal Japan, noble warlords called daimyo served as regional governors. Now, they relied on protection from highly trained warriors called what? Siddharth?
Samurai.
Samurai is correct. You keep the board. Category?
Stick with Japan, please.
20 points. In March of 2011, following an earthquake and tsunami, what power plant suffered the worst nuclear disaster since Chernobyl? Peter?
Fukushima.
Yes, you still have the board. Category?
Japan.
We'll stay there for 25. Meaning the way of the gods. What indigenous religion dates back to the first millennium BC and is deeply rooted in Japanese traditions? Peter?
Shintoism.
Shinto or Shintoism is right, and you still have the board. Category?
Japan.
Japan for 30. The Shogun era of Japan ended in 1868 when what emperor was restored to power and began a program of modernization? Yes, Sharon.
Meiji.
Meiji is right. And you get the board back. Hingham, what category? You'll need a new one.
Something fishy.
Something fishy, this time for 15 points. The European eel travels about 3,000 miles to spawn in what sea in the North Atlantic known for its masses of seaweed? Sargasso Sea is the answer there, but you still have the board. Hingham, category?
Continue with fishy.
Okay, for 20 points. The heart of a fish uses a single pump consisting of how many chambers? Siddharth?
2.
2 is correct, and now Sharon gets the board. Category?
Finish off king.
30 points here. In the 6th century BC, what king founded the Persian Empire by conquering much of the Middle East, including Babylonia? Siddharth?
Darius.
No, Hingham. Yes, Sam.
Cyrus.
Cyrus is correct, and now Hingham grabs the board again. Category?
Tweet.
Tweet, tweet?
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Tweet, tweet. Question about tweets. For 10 points. The most retweeted item in history dates from November 6th, 2012. It includes the words 4 more years and includes a picture of what couple embracing? Clara?
The Obamas.
The Obamas, right. And now, Sharon, you're back in control. Category?
Tweet, tweet.
Tweet, tweet. For 15 points in March 2013, who entered the U.S. gun debate when she tweeted a photo of John Lennon's bloody glasses? Siddharth?
Yoko Ono.
Correct. You've still got the board.
Stick with tweet, please.
Tweet, tweet. For 20 points. I am safely on the surface of Mars. Gale crater, I am in you. What NASA rover tweeted this in August of 2012? Celine?
Curiosity.
Correct. And now Hingham's back in control. Category?
Tweet, tweet.
Tweet, tweet. 25 points. Just arrived at the ocean's deepest point. Hitting bottom, never felt so good. What deep sea explorer and director of the film Titanic tweeted this in March of 2012? Clara?
James Cameron.
Yes. You've got the board. Sharon?
Tweet, tweet.
30 points here. There are no outdoor sports as graceful as throwing stones at a dictatorship. What famous Chinese artist tweeted this in 2010? Ai Weiwei. Okay. And now, Sharon, you've still got the board.
Despicable Me.
Questions about fictional villains. And for 10 points, what London heiress is the main antagonist in Dodie Smith's 1956 novel, The 101 Dalmatians? Yes, Sam.
Cruella de Vil.
Yes, and Hingham gets the board.
Stick with that.
Oh, no, we won't. Because that was the bell or the buzzer ending the category round. Let's take a look at the scores right now. Hingham High, 295 points. Sharon High School, 415 points. Let's hear it for both teams, everybody. We are heading into the final 90 seconds of gameplay, the lightning round. You get 20 points for correct answers, but incorrect answers will cost you 20 points, and the clock is set. Are you guys ready? Here we go. In 1610, the 4 largest moons of Jupiter were observed by what Italian? Yes, Peter.
Galileo.
Yes. What day of the week is named after the Norse god of thunder? Yes, Peter.
Thursday.
Yes. What Greek philosopher examined why men behave justly in his best-known work, The Republic? Peter.
Plato.
Yes. Name the only country in the Americas whose sole official language is Portuguese. Siddharth.
Brazil.
Yes. In February 2013, who became the first woman to lead a lap in the famed Daytona 500? Peter.
Danica Patrick.
Yes. Seawater tastes salty because of the very soluble ions of what alkali metal? Yes, Peter.
Sodium.
Yes. A pentatonic scale is a musical scale consisting of how many notes?
5.
Siddharth, 5. Name the U.S. capital city that is the closest to the Mexican border. Siddharth. Phoenix. According to NBC, in spring 2014, who will replace Jay Leno as host of The Tonight Show? Peter.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yes, also known as a water hog. What mammal native to South America is the largest living rodent, Jared?
Capybara.
Yes. What Polynesian island controlled by Chile is also known as Rapa Nui? Yes, Sam.
Easter Island.
Yes. Photosynthesis occurs in what bean-shaped green structures?
Chloroplast.
Yes. According to the 26th Amendment, what's the legal voting age in the United? Yes.
21. Oh.
No, in the United States, 18. What's Stephen? Oh, there's the buzzer. That's the end of the game. Sharon High School is the winner. And the total score, 535 points. Hingham High School this week, 355 points. Congratulations to both teams. Great game. Sharon High School is now going to move on to the quarterfinals. So please stay tuned. But that's it for now. We'll see you all next week right here on High School Quiz Show. Play along with High School Quiz Show every week at highschoolquizshow.org/playlive. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. High School Quiz Show is available on Xfinity TV on demand from Comcast.
Life is full of surprises, some good, some not so good. You can ask an independent agent about safety insurance's enhanced coverage for auto, home, and business, so you don't get caught by surprise. Safety Insurance will help you manage life's storms.
Bank of America is proud to support High School Quiz Show and committed to education initiatives throughout Massachusetts, including citizen schools, Teach for America, and local boys and girls clubs. For more information, you can visit bankofamerica.com/Boston.
A production of WGBH.